Welcome to the CloudWatch session. AWS CloudWatch is a monitoring service. But now it has expanded into a login, and also it has an event service. CloudWatch monitors performance of AWS environment, standard infrastructure metrics. So in CloudWatch, we have metrics, events, and logs. So the AWS CloudWatch allows you to record metrics for services such as EBS, EC2 LB, Route 53, Health Check, RDS, Amazon S3, CloudFront, and many other services. Any region you are using CloudWatch, any region in the AWS you're using CloudWatch, it's going to create a matrix for it. So for every service, CloudWatch is going to prepare some standard metric. So you don't need to set any monitoring tools on AWS, because by default we have CloudWatch. So we just created an EC2 instance. So let's check. Let's scroll down. We go to monitoring. You can see it's a new instance. Yeah, this is a CPU utilization, network in, network out, network packet in, network packets out, metadata, CPU credit usage, CPU credit balance. Here you can find some metrics. So this is a new instance we just created. So if you wait like 5-10 minutes, you start seeing metrics on the EC2 instance. Let me refresh and check. But apart of metrics in CloudWatch, we also have events. Events will give you a real stream of anything happening on the instance. For example, shutting the instance or launching the instance, it's going to be recorded on the event section in CloudWatch. You can see events. AWS Event delivers a near real-time stream of system events that describe changes in the Amazon Web Service resource, or taking a snapshot, or taking the volume, the EBS of the instance. So all this will be seen in the events section of CloudWatch. So the next thing CloudWatch does is logs. So you can use the Amazon CloudWatch Logs to monitor, store, and access your files from EBS. So about the logs and events, we are going to see that on the AWS part 2. So on this video, we are more focused on the metrics of the CloudWatch metrics. This one. So we set alarm to monitor the CloudWatch metrics, for instance. So for example, because we cannot monitor our instance 24 hours, so we alarm, it's going to be helpful us. So if we put, for example, 60% threshold, and when it's above 60%, we can have a notification that our CPU utilization is more than the capacity or less than the capacity. So email is a simple notification service that will send you a notification to your email. So alarm can be integrated with the SNS service to send notification. So if we can say our CPU is crossing above 60, as I just said, I should receive an email notification that will see how to do it. So on the diagram, you can see the EC2 instance will be generating the metrics, while the CloudWatch will be collecting the metrics. And we are also setting an alarm on the CloudWatch. So when it's above 60, it's going to trigger. The alarm is going to trigger, and we are going to have an email notification that the CPU utilization is above 60. So let's move on the practical session right now. So we have an Ubuntu AMI, and we are going to install a software called Stressed. This software is going to stress the CPU of the instance. So go to monitor. You can see that's the CPU utilization. This is a percentage. So we want to integrate the CloudWatch and the alarm. So we click on manage detail monitoring. Detail monitoring. We click on enable. And we click on confirm. So what next? We have to open the instance. So we have to move to the root user. We are on the root user now. Apt date. So we have to install stressed on our machine. So let's check the command. So that is a command to install stress. We're installing stress now on our machine. So we want to stress the CPU of the instance so that we can collect metrics from the CloudWatch. So the command is not up stress, see, 30 seconds. Which is going to run for 30 seconds in the background. So that's why we're using this knob. So let's click enter. Now let's type top and we click enter now. So you can see the CPU utilization is 99.7. These are the stressed process of the CPU. As the stress process of the CPU, then there's an increase on the load average. Increase of the load average. That is it. So the instance now is stressed up. You can see the CPU 96. That is threshold, and there's an increase on the load average. So we have to stress the CPU. So I'm going to pause my screen, then I will do like 2 or 3 times, then we'll check the instance. So let's go to the CloudWatch section and set an alarm. CloudWatch. So let's click on this alarm. Click on all alarm. So let's click on create alarm. So the step, specify metric and condition. So let's click on select metrics. So we want to collect the metrics from EC2 instance. You can collect metrics for ABS, auto scaling, application load balancer, ELB. So in this case, we want to collect our metrics from the EC2. So let's click on the EC2. So we want to collect per instance metrics. Let's click here. So scroll down and check for your instance. So we can go back to our instance. We copy the instance ID so we can easily get to our instance. And we click search. Okay, this is our instance, but we want to collect metrics from the CPU utilization. So we click here. So this is where we want to collect our metrics. And click select metrics. You can see the percentage is 96. So we're going to set our metrics 60. And we're going to say when it's above 60, we're going to have an alarm trigger. And we're going to have an SMS. That's a notification. Let's scroll down. And now the period is every 5 minutes. It depends on what you're doing. So for learning purpose, let's say 1 minute. Every 1 minute, we're going to have a matrix. Is greater / equal to. So we select this one. Let's put 60. If it's above 60, 70, we're going to have a notification on our instance. Scroll down, click next. In alarm, now send notification to the following SNS topic. So if you don't have SNS, so you can create one topic. Click on create topic, you give a name. Let's say monitor. CPU. Email endpoint that will receive the notification. Here we're going to give the email that we are going to be notified. So let me put my email. After this session, I'm going to delete the email so that nobody can send me an email. And we click on create topic. You can see it's been created. So scroll down. These are other options, but what we are interested is the notification. Scroll down and we click next. Alarm name. Description. Let's say when CPU utilization is high. That's when we have the notification. Then we click on next. That is the threshold. You can see the threshold. That's 60. So when it's more than the threshold, the matrix more than the threshold, we're going to have a notification. And you can see it's 99.4 because I've already stressed the CPU. So let's click create alarm. So we have to wait for some time. When it shows here okay, then it means it's set. So let's click on refresh and we wait for some minutes. So let's click here and check. You can see it shows the state in alarm. It's red, which means the CPU utilization is more than 60%. That's why it's red. If it's 60%, you will see okay. Insufficient data will be below. Disable action is mean it's not working anymore. So let's go to our email address and check if we have a notification from the CloudWatch. CloudWatch. Here's my email address. Okay, we have a notification. So let's click and check what is inside. So you can see when CPU utilization is high, it will have a notification. The time, account number, and everything. So you can see we have set our CloudWatch to give us metrics. So any monitoring tools has its own principles, like Prometheus and Grafana. Except CloudWatch monitoring, which is self-built on the AWS console. So with other tools, you have to set it yourself. But with CloudWatch, it's been installed default on AWS account. So we've come to the end of our lecture. Thanks for watching and keep practicing. Please don't forget to subscribe.